The room in which the Mass was held was small and off to the side of the main church. There were multiple depictions of Mary and Joseph, with the Eritrean portraits displaying figures with darker complexions. There was an ornate silver cross that stood on a wooden pole and an altar at the front of the room. A picture of Mary was placed in a chair in front of the altar, and a simple cross sat in the altar center. Worship began an hour before the Mass. There was a short time of silent prayer followed by chanting. The eldest parishioner called out, and the congregation answered in Tigrinya. The congregation appeared to be older, with not many people who looked under the age of 25. However, as the hour for Mass neared, more people of varied ages arrived, bowing their heads before they sat next to the members of their own gender. During the services, Ge'ez, an ancient sacred language, was used. The congregation held liturgy books, cueing them on how to reply to the priest in Ge'ez. These books also translated the service into English. Midway through the service, the priest gave a lesson in forgiveness in Tigrinya. Towards the end of the Mass, the priest offered bread and wine to the church members. He dipped the bread into the wine, chanting to the member receiving it, and the member responded to him. The other congregation members waiting in line bowed their head and held their left hand over their right. During the Mass, many small children ran back and forth between family members and friends. This indicated that those attending this Mass were very community-oriented. During the sermon, a man walked around collecting money from all of the members to support the church, and when it came time to greet their neighbors, the members would shake hands and bow slightly. The Mass was concluded by all in attendance kissing the priest's small ornate cross before he held it to their head.
The church is divided into two liturgies, West and East, even though we're Catholics. But we follow the Eastern Church Rite, which is the Eastern liturgy. And as you know, as they say, the originality or the original Christianity is the Horn of Africa, where right now countries have been divided into Eritrea and Ethiopia. That's the geographical political issue. But you know, if you go to like Ethiopia and Eritrea, you will see monasteries, churches, which were built from one rock. And since the 4th century, with the original Christianity. So even though we accepted our grandparents, they accepted Catholicism, basically our ancestors they were Orthodox. Yeah, and then after receiving the Catholicism, they cannot follow the Western Rite. Living the Eastern Rite, I mean, they've been, practicing the Eastern Rite or the Eastern way. So they cannot, shift or jump to the Western Rite. So that's why we still follow. We call it the Ge'ez, which is the mother tongue at that time. And we have our own phonetics. We write from left to right like English. Maybe you've seen the phonetics from Sennai. And I mean, it's way back in history. It's the oldest language.
The oldest language?
Yeah. And all the streets, the priests, they dress the way the Western priests dress here in the United States. But our, hymns, mass, songs, and everything, it's totally the Eastern literature. And we have the same codes. In English they call it Jared, we call it Yared, who is the father of all the Orthodox or the Catholic Eastern Church. The hymns, the songs, and everything, which is really amazing. It's like, the rhythm of the drums, the rhythm of the hymns, and everything, the tones. This was, invented by him in the 17th century.
Wow.
So it's long way ago. So, I mean, it's a very rich church, very rich liturgy. It's a little bit long if you compare to the Western church, which stays only for 1 hour. Ours will extend up to 3-4 hours.
Wow. And in terms of like just basic rituals, what do you are you familiar with the Western Catholic churches?
Not all of us.
Okay.
Some of us will be in seminary, because there are white people or white priests coming from the West, like from Europe, from America. The Mass will be in English, so we'll be invited to learn and follow the seminary rule. So we study the English Mass, but not like my mom and my dad. Will be in the church.